Happy day, senpais, and welcome to the Nagatoro Every Week podcast, the weekly anime review podcast where we discuss Ijura Naide Nagatoro-san. I'm Tectonic Improv, and this is my co-host, Evange.
What's going on? You killed saying that title, by the way. I think that's probably the best one. I think we've been a little rocky with it.
Yeah.
Going like Ijura Naide Nagatoro-san. You kind of killed it there. Not gonna lie.
This is why you're my co-host, Evange. No one else would be so nice to me live on air.
Don't worry, we can change that.
I'll be honest, Evange, I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day for yours truly. But, you don't want to know how I started my day?
How did you start your day?
Well, I started my day with a nice glass of Arizona 0-calorie green tea, some ice cubes, and the latest episode of Nagatoro on vrv.co, promo code Tectonic Improv. Just kidding, I don't have one. But
man,
they should give us one.
Quick aside, fuck Verve. Verve sucks.
No comment.
We don't have sponsors. We're not getting sponsors for this. We can talk shit on bad services. Look, I mean, Verve, fix your fucking app, okay? It doesn't work.
Oh, that's so... You know what? Actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. The app does suck dick. It's like, I feel like that's just like a... It's affiliated with Crunchyroll, so it has to be bad.
Yeah. Like, I subscribed to Verve, like, over a year ago, and I haven't been subscribed for a while, and, like... I like wasn't able to use it for like a month plus, so I just dropped it.
Yeah. It's come in handy for this podcast, but I don't know what I'm gonna use it for afterward. I think I have a friend bumming off of it, so I guess I'll keep it for now, but still. Okay. This week's episode, what'd you think?
I think it had a lot of really good, like, development, but I actually think it was kind of a weak episode.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it starts off really weak and it only really like actually gets going anywhere like near the end.
I think if I think if I had to pinpoint a reason why you would think that, it is that it feels kind of slow, right?
Definitely.
Like they sort of dragged out a couple of chapters, maybe a little too long. Because ostensibly what this whole episode is about is pretty much just like getting Senpai to or getting Nagatoro the model for Senpai, which is what was happening at the beginning of the episode, and then he loses it because he's acting like an idiot, I guess, and then he just has to win it back. So it's like going full circle. We've technically there has been a lot of the P word, but in a roundabout way, the plot hasn't gotten any further forward. Christ, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head. It was just really a slog. They just spend so much time at the beginning of the episode, kind of just like shitting on Nagatoro and how she's like not as hot as the president.
It's like I mean, shit. She's got fat titties, and you do not. Just for like 10 minutes. Honestly, the first half of this episode is kind of a blur to me. I like this. There's a lot of really great moments in the second half, though. I think.
Yeah, just like every other time, I got hit in the face. I got shot between the eyes by them saying "sus."
Yeah,
like
they said
3 times in a row.
They said I think they said super sus even.
I think every single one of her friends said sus.
That's so sick. This is so funny. I love it. It's great. All right. Well, let's. I will say that this episode gave me high hopes because it goes right into it. It doesn't even have a cold open. When there's no cold open, we're in for some serious shit.
Yeah, no, this is like what the whole series has been building up to. This is like the main like finishing arc of the anime, obviously, because we only have one episode left, I believe, after this.
Yeah, it's yeah, because so what was it? Like I was saying, this one starts off with it's Senpai Nagatoro and Nagatoro's shitty friends trying to come up with a way to beat to beat the class president at the in the culture festival or whatever, and it's funny that she only got sixth place for her painting, because I mean, sex sells and all that. So I'm curious. Do you remember what the clubs were that beat the art club?
I don't recall.
I think the
at
dance
all.
club won. I think that was what it was. The dance club got number one.
But like, if I think back to like my high school, I don't think anyone gave a shit about the art club. But like,
I don't think my high school
there
had
was like,
an
because
art
we had
club.
like cheerleaders, and then we had like better cheerleaders called, like, what were they called? They were called like the Royalettes or something like that, and they just like
What?
danced. That was their thing, and they were just like everyone in the school knew it's like, okay, these are just like the girls, and they're just like hotter than like the other cheerleaders, and they're like on this other team.
That's
And,
really
like,
funny.
They were like a big deal.
The Royalettes. That sounds like a gang. Like they're
I don't know,
They're gonna
dude.
kick your ass, and they're hot.
Could kick my ass.
Hell yeah, up top.
Hell yeah.
all right. Now let's talk about this painting. This painting that the class president painted last year.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you think they upgraded the president a bit for the anime?
Okay. So I actually
I was talking with someone else about this just before this podcast. You know who you are. Sound off in the comments. But yeah, I think they gave her a little bit more definition. They made her titties fatter. I think
it's funny you say that, because I was after we did our podcast last week, I checked the Nagatoro subreddit, and I noticed that a lot of people apparently a lot of people were complaining about people complaining about the class president's breast size, about her being too small. And
really,
I did not. I watched last week's episode and was like, oh yeah, that's fine. She's got big boobs. That tracks. But apparently they weren't big enough. Now, I believe someone pointed out that as the chapters go on, her boobs get bigger, like her features, quote unquote, fill out more, and that's I think that's true. If we're going by recent manga chapters, I think Nanashi does just make her boobs bigger every single time.
Oh
she
no!
shows
In the most recent appearance, yeah, it's definitely gotten bigger. But like, I think like the first or second time, I think it's the second time they show the painting. It's just like, it's like she already had like big tits, big ass, but like she got like bimbified like by that time. Is that the word? I don't know. Bimbification. Something like that.
That sounds about right. Some hero has to have compared the two at this point, right? It's been 12 hours.
Probably.
An appropriate comparison chart. That wasn't the right one.
Are we taking a deep dive into
I'm
r/Nagatoro?
just searching for a bit. I just want to make sure. Well, see. All right, here we go. Here's one comparing last week's episode to this week's episode, and her boobs definitely got bigger. God bless you. God bless us. God bless this. God bless this life that we live. I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. This is just dead air. I want to ask you if Avange,
yes,
the Royalettes, that's what they were called.
I think so. It's been like a while, but yeah.
I'm just gonna roll with that. All right. So imagine there was like some sort of spirit week, and the Royalettes were preparing to do their fucking latest dance. I don't know what song was big when you were in high school. They were gonna.
I distinctly remember like listening to the
Katy Perry.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Roar by Katy Perry. It's gonna be great. Now the art club, the Upstart Art Club, has just released their new piece. It is the talk of the school. It is their class president, completely naked. Does the school allow this?
No, definitely not.
Yes. All right. So that's what I want to hear. Now I know they sort of hand wave this away in the in the anime that's like, oh, it's art, it's fine, it's not sexual,
It's
just
not even
art.
necessarily hand waved. I think it's just kind of that they imply like the president is so forceful about it being art that like she gets it pushed through.
That sounds about right. And you know, this is obviously not an American high school, so we'll have to wait for the American adaptation to see what they do with this part of this.
Oh yeah, we have to wait for the
story.
Netflix adaptation.
Yes, please. We
God.
already did this joke. I feel like
I'm thanking God, Jesus,
and the bear.
And the bear. I was trying to figure out something else to say, but you said it. Okay. That like this got adapted by like not Netflix, because goddamn has Netflix ruined the two real good manga series recently, Husband and Record of Ragnarok, if you know about either of those.
Yeah,
but that's a podcast for another time.
Well, once again, Avenge is about to go on a tirade about an anime worse than this one.
Look, I got a lot of things to say. You're giving me a platform to say them.
Of course, and I would love for you to speak your mind no matter what. But I do want to talk about another thing regarding the painting.
To what point you're trying
I feel like I had a greater point earlier in the day, and I didn't write it down in my notes good enough. How about this? The anime club draws an anime club. The art club at your school, they draw an curvy anime babe, not a realistic looking babe who's naked. Does this fly, or does this actually go over worse for the school because it's a cartoon?
I don't know. I don't know about like how far like you could go with artistic like expression in Midwest high school America.
True.
I don't think we had anyone that bold at my high school.
I don't think this would be a good part for me to reveal some sort of scandalous story that occurred at my school regarding something similar.
I mean, make one up. Come on. Be funny.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I just remembered one. What a coincidence. I just remembered one. So it was my junior year of high school, right? And at the end of every year they have like the senior prank. Well, there was one year where I can't do this. What am I fucking I was about to completely.
It was a good attempt.
Yeah, you know, for a name like Tectonic Improv, I'm not really so good at the improv part. I'm kind of out of practice.
On a tangent, what was your senior prank?
Oh god, my senior prank was so bad.
Our senior prank sucked. Ours was just that like every single senior just like put their cell phone alarm to go off at the same time and put their cell phone in their locker. That was it.
That's lame.
It's really dumb.
We literally just blocked the stairs. That was our senior prank.
That's kind of funny though.
It's a little funny, but I also didn't know. This was very clearly coordinated last minute because no one thought of a senior prank, and they were just like, "Oh, okay, here you go." There was a senior prank a few years later that was actually really funny that I can't exactly explain in detail without doxing myself, because it involves I feel like even if it involves a vandalism of the school's title, and if I say any more, people will find out. Not that it's very hard to find out where I went to school, but still. I'll tell you off the episode. Why don't we talk about the anime? I feel like the listeners are like livid that I spent like 5 minutes stumbling over myself, essentially saying nothing.
I think we gotta redeem ourselves. Yeah, let's get back into it.
Yeah, all right. So let's talk about all the costumes that showed up. What a callback moment! It really made me feel like Kevin Smith when he watches a Marvel movie, just seeing the Nagatoro costume, the bathing suit. Oh, it was great. It was just a wonderful moment.
Yeah, just This episode was just like a lot of nostalgia hits.
Yeah, it feels like the penultimate episode in a lot of ways.
God, sorry, it's just another small tangent. I'm just skipping through the episode right now, and her tits are so fucking big in some of these scenes.
If all according to Keikaku, they're only gonna get bigger.
Probably, yeah. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You can interrupt me to talk about the class president's boobs any day. I don't mind.
Okay, hell yeah.
How popular do you think the class president is as like a character? I feel like she doesn't really get a lot of fan art. I don't think.
Yeah. I mean, you're obviously reading this series because of Nagatoro, and I think because she's like. She's not a real rival, but she's obviously like presented as one. I think like a lot of more casual readers probably just like don't like her. She's from how she's presented.
She's
like that.
Kind of like an inverse of Nagatoro. In
like if you're
ways.
reading this series, you're reading it because you like someone like Nagatoro.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
I can get big titty anime girls anywhere else I go. Nagatoro I can only find here.
So true.
And that's the
so
truth.
True. Yeah. I'm inclined
What'd you think about like I really didn't like the Nagatoro's like misinterpretation or like misunderstanding with like thinking the president was modeling for him. I don't really get that.
I feel like that was
it seems like she's like immediately jumps to the conclusion.
I feel like that was conveyed better in the manga.
I haven't gone back and read this chapter.
Yeah, I haven't either. So I don't wanna just like completely throw the anime under the bus like that. But yeah, it does seem weird that she sort of just starts thinking that the class president's modeling for Senpai, which, I mean, doesn't really make a lot of sense because he's supposed to be competing against her. So why would she think that?
Yeah. It doesn't really make much sense, especially after like he already made the declaration like I'm going to do this my own way.
Yeah,
whatever.
I can understand her being mad that all of a sudden he doesn't want her to like be involved anymore. You know, I can understand the frustration there, but it does seem weird that she would jump to a conclusion like the class president is the new model. I don't know. Strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. There was another part in this episode where it was the class president Senpai imagines the class president in this like Attack on Titan situation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The Attack on Titan reference. Now, we don't need to talk about the manga, but I do want to say that a lot of people like expected this scene to like just not be here. I remember like really early on when the anime was airing, people were like, "Oh my god, they cut the Attack on Titan reference. Why would they do that?" And it turns out they just moved it around, like pretty much every other thing that was missing, like the succubus stuff, the succubus costumes, and whatever else. It's the only reference. It's the only thing I can think of that was apparently quote unquote removed. And this is also technically this is an episode for the vore fans in the audience out there. You know, Senpai gets eaten by the giant class president.
That's true. That's a base we haven't hit yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the vore yet, and you know now we checked that box. We never have to talk about it again.
Moving on. Hell
yeah. This. So, like, the first episode like ends with that part we were just talking about earlier about how like Nagatoro storming off, right? That's how it ends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I gotta say this the bumper music did not pay that scene much favors. Kind of gave me one of those Full Metal Alchemist moments. Even though I'm pretty sure in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood they don't have the guys say the title of the show when it's a serious moment, and I think they probably should have cut the music from this bumper because you know you have a moment where we're supposed to. It's like the first real moment of drama I think in this entire show, and you're still gonna have like that goofy bumper music. Seems a little weird. I did like the bumpers though; they were good. I think the second
The
one,
bumpers were quite good.
the second one, I think
Quite.
is literally a manga page spread, like a chapter
Yeah,
spread.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's like I think it might be a bonus illustration.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that. The picture of Nagatoro and the president up in each other's grills is too iconic just to just not remember like that, you know.
That's a safe way to put it. Yeah.
Yes, of course. And this like and this second episode, it's also kind of slow, at least in the beginning. I do think it picks up at the end, but I agree with you, Evange. This episode drags a bit.
Yeah, it drags well because like we start off and it's kind of like, okay, Senpai is doing his own thing. He's painting. The president comes in. Nagatoro comes in, misunderstands, and then we get the whole long sequence where Senpai's chasing her, but he's like, we're just getting flashbacks, and they're like nice flashbacks, but it's like it's still, at the end of the day, it's still flashbacks. It's still crap we've already seen before.
Yes.
Which is just like, okay, come on, go after her. Come on, chop
Come
chop.
on, man. Yeah, exactly. It is nice that what was it, the moment where the class president is I keep calling her the class president. She's just the art club president.
That's true. Yeah, I haven't been correcting you.
Yeah, it's okay. Which is like, so you need love in this painting of yours. And he's like, what? And Nagatoro, of course, sees them in the room, and this is where the misunderstanding thing, I think, is this the reason why she thinks she's modeling for him, or did that come up already?
I mean, it comes up as soon as because she opens the door, sees them, and then like runs away. Like so there's like no like back and forth or anything, and we just kind of assume that she thinks she's modeling for him.
That's a little more understandable then. I forgot that that's how the sequences played out. Even still, it's the classic misunderstanding plot, which, you know, everyone loves. Everyone loves that plot point so much. Thankfully, it gets resolved very quickly. So I can't be too upset. I do want to say though that Nagatoro calling Senpai a creep in front of the students is maybe don't just say that.
Yeah, no, that was pretty rough. I forgot that happened. It's like, oh yeah, he's a stalker, he's a creep. Oh yeah, get out of here. Should we tell a teacher what's going on? It's like that like ruined his life. Actually, I hope she cleared that up afterwards.
Don't worry. They were talking to some other students. He's like, oh, the tan girl and the fluffy haired glasses kid. Oh, they fuck in the art room all the time. They're fine. They're like a weird.
Oh yeah, no, they do this kind of play all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, they're weirdos. I don't know. Whatever. Don't bother. That's it. That's my headcanon. That's what happened after.
That's good headcanon.
I agree.
What do you think about like the Japanese high school afternoon? Everything's like bright orange and like the swimming pool is like filled with honey.
I imagine it's.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I imagine it's nostalgic for a lot of people. I know exactly what you're talking about because in 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, it's like there's so many scenes in that game that are just that aesthetic.
I just like that like the swimming pool just looks like it's filled with like orange Capri Sun or orange like High C or whatever that stuff is.
I see. It's filled with the it's filled with this. Oh, what the fuck is the Tang from Evangelion? Yeah. You know, I keep wanting. What the fuck is that called? I keep wanting to call it the LLC, but that's not what it is. You know, we'll just fucking call it Tang. Everyone just calls it Tang. LC fluid?
Dude, it's filled with Fago. Yeah.
Shasta. I need to know what the fuck this. LCL. It's called LCL. Okay. Yeah. It looks like the LCL from Evangelion.
Yeah.
You know, I do want to. Do you think that this part where Nagatoro is or Senpai is chasing after Nagatoro? Do you think that's That's supposed to be a callback to when they were doing track and field together. He's getting more endurance. Do you think that's what they were going for?
It's possible because yeah, like it's one of two things. It's either that or it's like she wants him to catch up with her because obviously like Senpai should like not actually be able to like catch up with her if she wanted to actually run away from him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a reasonable thing to say. So there's like you can either like read a bit more into it, or you could just say yeah, it's a callback to the last episode or 2 episodes ago, whatever it was.
Either or.
Yeah.
So they have this like talk on at the side of the pool, and oh, she slips. Oh no, she's gonna fall in the water. But Senpai catches her, like 1,000,001 catch. There's like absolutely no way he would have been able to catch her, considering how far away he was. But he does. He does anyway, and that's good.
He's like he the adrenaline pumps through him and springs into action. He got superpowers with adrenaline's basically a superpower.
Oh, so true. But then she falls into the water anyway.
Yeah, she pulls him with her.
Yeah, because I don't even remember what he said. It's like, I want you to model for me. And she's like, oh, that's so gross. And then they fall into the pool. And her clothes are see-through again. I feel like...
I think this was all just a ploy by Nagatoro to see Senpai's nipples. I think you're reading it the wrong way.
That's likely. I mean, there was the beach episode where they were on full display.
That's true. She wanted another look.
That's possible. Was this scene at a pool in the manga? I don't know. I keep asking you this.
Yeah, no, I didn't read it.
Damn.
Recently, that is.
That's all right. Either or. I do like that. At the end of the episode, when they're kind of talking to each other as the ending theme is playing. That's Kino right there, and he calls her cute, and
you're talking about the Marvel post credits scene that we got.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that I skipped through because I don't always watch like the preview that they've been doing, but I just skipped around like, oh wait, no, they're doing like a real thing.
I knew to watch. Yeah, no, I knew to watch this one because there was a lot more time left.
Mm. Yeah, her reaction when he calls her cute is great. Just like also, both their faces turn bright red.
Yeah.
And it's like she's trying to tease him, but she's obviously still like really, really, really embarrassed about it. It's great. I think it emphasizes a lot about their relationship.
There is a lot of very, very cute smiles in this episode. It's going to be hard to pick a thumbnail. Like if this episode has anything, it's got some cute smiles.
This was basically just it had a lot of original ones, and then it was like a montage of just like all the cute smiles from like the past episodes.
Hell yeah. It's it leaves me hopeful for the final episode because I think they're gonna pull out all the stops next time. I saw a class president in a bunny suit. That's always great.
Yes.
And fingers crossed. She was talking to some lady at the end that I don't really know who it is.
I think that's supposed to be the student council president.
Okay. But that's not like a character in particular, right?
No, there's like we don't like a character with a face for that.
I see. Right, yeah, because she's got the armband. Her boobs did get bigger.
Armband? Oh no.
Yeah, no. It's okay. She's just the council president. She's in like a pretty dingy room, honestly.
Yeah, it's very dark. It's got like one desk in the back.
Yeah.
She's sitting at. Yeah, it's kind of weird. That's just kind of like I feel like that's like just like a setting that's used a lot to like say like this is the student council room. They're sitting at the back of a room at a desk.
This is gonna be we're gonna be in for a good one next week, I think. The final episode of Nagatoro every week? Question mark?
Clickbait?
Clickbait, not clickbait, gone sexual?
We've already gone sexual.
I think we gone sexual from like the first episode.
We've jumped the shark on going sexual.
I think I tried being a little more not like modest in the first 2 episodes, but the mask came off pretty quick. Like there's really no hiding it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, I'm fucking tired. So, I think we said everything we need to say. Tune in next week for Nagatoro Endgame.
It's the finale.
It's the finale. Oh my gosh. I can't believe we made it.
We've been doing this for 11 weeks.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
That's kind of crazy.
I try not to think about it. Honestly, it feels like only yesterday that this podcast began.
Time really flies.
So true, bestie.
Oh.
All right, goodbye, everyone. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.